Well, hello everyone again from the Big Shave. Michael Friedrich here from beautiful North Carolina. Hoping all is going well for all of you. Um, I'm going to do a shave today with the Around the World Musgo Real shaving cream. I'm also going to be using a brush that I received as a gift from Paul Bombino, who took pity on me because I had a, well, shall we say, a lower end badger brush, and he felt like no man should be without a higher quality badger brush. So I'm very happy to say that Paul gave me an option to choose between one of two. I picked the Rooney. So this brush is substantially softer, much less springy and dense than my original badger brush. It is soft, it's delicate, it's floppy. I don't know how this would do with like a really hard cream or a really hard soap, but as soon as I get the next one in, I'll definitely give it a whirl. All right, I've already wet my face. I have heard that some people have had trouble lathering this, so that's going to be part of the challenge. Is I'm just going to put this straight on my face, and then I'm going to go at it. With the brush, it's been soaking for a minute or two. Let's just see what we get here. I am squeezing from the bottom of the tube, and I'm just going to apply this. This is a glycerin and lanolin based soap. I don't believe there is any tallow in this. So I have applied plenty of product. There is no need to cheap out. All right. Let's see what we can do, shall we not? Face lathering the Musgo Real around the world. As you can see, this brush is sort of light in the sense that you press on it and it feels floppy. If you go in straight, it still actually has quite a bit of backbone. As you circle though, you can definitely understand exactly what Paul Bombino meant when he described this as sort of loose and floppy, but it does not mean at all that it's not able to build a really nice lather. Just gonna keep going. A little more water. This soap may just require fluid. There we go, a little more. For those of you who are wondering, by the way, what happened to my head, I know it looks quite different. The luscious locks have disappeared, but was not to be helped. Was getting so long, just a real pain in the morning to have to manage. Especially when trying to keep your showers short. That was a lot of hair to wash and then condition as well. So while I miss it, while I must admit that brisk mornings mean some cold ears, still not too bad. All right, here we go. Well, guys, there you go. Nice creamy lather. This brush definitely is a very different face feel than the Simone Boar. It's scritchy. Can sort of feel the bristles feel quite different when you're using it. I can imagine that even the softer tip ones just have this very kind of gentle, pillowy feel to it. That's pretty scritchy. When you really go at it in face lathering, even though it's floppy, you're still scratching a little bit. Okay, 3 days of growth. I'm using the Gillette Slim Twist all month in February. It's the third use of a Voskhod blade in there, in case you care. I've missed these blades quite a bit. I was working through a bunch of other blade samplers and just recently started back on these again. Really love these blades. Just gonna do a 2-pass shave tonight. Still gonna shave in the morning.
cream is pretty nice actually. Smooth.
Slick.
Not too strong a scent. I didn't find that too hard to lather. Maybe it's the water.
Could also be just the volume of product. I mean, if you're trying to be super careful to make sure this tube can make it all the way around the world, there's still only like 7 or 8 more people coming, so there's plenty in that tube. Please don't be shy for the next person who gets it. If Ant gets it back and there's one more shade left in it, perfect. Yeah, that's a really nice a nice easy lather. Okay, rinse. Now, I've seen a couple videos where people are complaining that their brushes are not releasing lather, or it seems like there's not enough for the third pass. You know, if you have your brush sitting out in between passes, you know, you can just take a little bit of water, just drip it on there, and just sort of reawaken the cream. Get your lather going again. I think there's plenty in here. 3 passes plus. I'm only going to do 2 tonight because, like I said, I'm still shaving in the morning. This is just an exposition shave, as it were. I do have another one coming relatively soon that I'm going to be talking about some of the pre and post shave stuff. I've had a couple requests to talk about some of the benefits or the routine that I'm following. I think mine is probably not much different than most people's. You just finding kinds of products that work, making the best of them. I do find it very interesting, though, that a lot of us have pre and post shaves, and I basically never see anybody use them as post shaves. I've tried my Vitos pre-shave as a post shave, and I don't really know how that's exactly supposed to work. All right, I'm going to go for my second pass very quick against the grain, very light. This Gillette Slim Twist, by the way, if you're interested in getting one, just so you know, it is a very light handled, plastic handled twist to open. A little head heavy. It is a very, very mild razor. And as a very mild razor, it is definitely prone to getting people to make more passes over the same patch of skin. Because you can feel it's just not doing as good a job as if it were a more aggressive razor. And you know what? That's fine. But if you also find your skin is getting irritated, or red or rashy or ingrowns, you might just be making too many passes over the same patch of skin. So if you're enjoying a nice light and mild razor, just watch yourself and just count sometimes. As I've said in previous videos, it's always the tendency to go one more pass, one more stroke, finished. I'm going to stop right there. I think there's still plenty in this brush for a third pass. Easy. I have to say I'm really liking this brush, actually. I do face lather exclusively. Paul had warned me that this was floppy and soft, and would take a bit of getting used to for face lathering. I have found as works really quite nicely. It is soft. You have a tendency to sort of, when I face lather, to make a lot of circular motions. this is scritchy when you do that. Definitely scritchier than the boar, but it is a really nice, easy to use brush. And thank you again, Paul Bombino. It's really a very generous gift of you. Liking it quite a bit. All right, that cream is nice. That cream does not dry my face out too much. The lanolin really helps there. I thought it lathered up pretty easily. Smell is... Nah, that's hard to describe. It's kind of a light, sort of a classic soapy smell. I can't really place that. There might be some lavender in there, but I don't know. Smells good though. Quick rinse, and then I'm going to close out this Musgo Real, sort of the alpha and the omega, because that was my first time shaving with that shaving cream, which I liked quite a bit. Pretty nice stuff, actually. Went on easily, lathered pretty easily as far as I could see. The lanolin definitely helps. Skin feels pretty good, not too tight, but all good things, my friends, must come to an end. And while I thought this bottle was done 3 days ago, much like the holiday of Hanukkah, this bottle has not stopped giving. So, you are going to see what I believe is the end of my dear friend, the Floyd Swab. I really like this stuff. This with the spike aftershave is one of my 2 favorites. But, like I said, beautiful friendship. You're not going to see a grown man cry. Easy, nice, smooth 2-pass shave. Try out that cream. 3 days of growth gone. Even though that razor is nice and mild, it still does a really good job. Voskhod blade, even on the third shave, still very smooth, nice and sharp. Probably get a 4th shave out of it tomorrow morning. And then that'll be that. All right, gents, ladies, all my YouTube subscribers, all my buddies on the Big Shave, thank you all again. This has been a really good experience. Really enjoyed this cream. I'll be mailing it on to the next person, as well as including some postcards from my home state, North Carolina, and $1, of course, to help with the shipping costs overseas. This tube still has quite a ways to go. There's a number of U.S. people, there's some U.K. people, and then there's people still in Norway and the Ukraine to go as well. So be looking out for it, guys, and appreciate the time and all the feedback. As always, keep your shaves nice and smooth. If you have questions, comments, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.